Actually, the Thoth deck was the third deck I ever got, and I
Mm.
got it as a kid. I wasn't older than like 12 or 13 years old, and I remember like getting this deck and being like, "Oh, this is one of the world's most popular decks. It's an Egyptian tarot. It's really deep," and not understanding the first thing about it, but like happy that I had it. And I remember like using the keywords. I would read for anyone that would let me. I would use the keywords to kind of try to read the cards and there's like a 12-year-old kid reading like lust and like all this like crazy imagery and like Babylon and anyway, so I was doing that and then I didn't have a deep respect. Well, I had a respect for it, but I didn't understand it until many years later, when I was learning more about the history of tarot and mysticism and Aleister Crowley, and I was like, oh, so this is the deck that bad guy made. Oh my God, he's like the Lord Voldemort of like Western esotericism. So should I keep this deck or should I throw it out? I don't know. And then I kept it, and then as I learned more and more, eventually there was this moment of like, I'm ready for this. And the moment to me was specifically like I started to feel the numbers. It's like a synesthesia kind of thing. I started to feel the numbers of the tarot in my body or in color. It was kind of weird. Like the energy of the numbers was apparent to me as opposed to like, oh, four means stability. It was like, no, I can feel the stability of the number four. And at that moment, I was like, I'm ready for the Thoth deck. Like I can do this. And so I opened up Book of Thoth and I read it 3 times. First time, didn't know most of what was going. Well, actually, before that, I was studying Kabbalah, so that was the big opening up for me, which I'm sure it was for you because as a rabbi, like that's oh my God, which is so exciting. We're chatting, but Kabbalah was like I started studying the Tree of Life, and it felt like I was remembering something. It was like, oh, of course this makes sense. And then when I understood like Kabbalah and the Tree of Life, the tarot entered this whole new realm of meaning. I was like, oh my God, tarot is way more epic than I thought it was. And then after having some years of getting comfortable with the Tree of Life and Tarot, then I was like, I think maybe I'm ready for the Thoth Tarot, which is explicitly Kabbalistic. So Thoth Tarot is very Rider-Waite-Smith, not as much, but Thoth Tarot, as you know, like very explicit. It's a map of the Tree of Life. So when I felt ready to do that, I opened up Book of Thoth, started reading it with supplemental materials, and kind of the same thing started happening. It kind of felt like even though the concepts were so complicated, I kind of felt like I was either remembering them or there was like a comfort with them. It was like I don't understand all of this, but there's something here that resonates deeply. And I